In my last video covering the signs, I talked about the last four zodiac signs. So moving forward, I'll be talking about the middle signs, which are Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. And this video will focus on Virgo and their positive qualities. Virgo is considered the young adult of the zodiac. They can be seen as the student who is enthralled in the task of gaining knowledge. They are the second incarnation of the earth sign, following Taurus and preceding Capricorn. Their motto is, I scrutinize. With a sharp eye, Virgo can point out the slightest imperfections of matter, movement, and practical thought. They are detail-oriented and have the gift to combine the skill of the artist with the perception of the observer. They want the audience to see what they envision when they showcase their creations and talent. Virgo is wise because of these abilities to be detail-oriented and observant, which align with the universal laws of correspondence, or as above, so below, as within, so without, giving them the ability to take notice of the repetitive patterns that show up in our everyday lives. They also embody a deep perception of the universal law of cause and effect, that every small action cause ripples outward into effects you can't immediately see. Virgo knows that talk is cheap and what matters is what works. When we crack open the highly curated physical shell of the Virgo, we will see a person who is or truly aspires to be one who is highly devoted to service. Deep down, Virgo wants to help. Because of their natural ability to see life's many flaws, the Virgo is moved to take action. And at their best, Virgo's intentions are pure, clean, and unselfish. They have the inner strength and endurance, being ruled by Mercury, the mind, and connected to Earth, the body, to power through once their mind is set. And to bring it all together, at their best, the Virgo personifies a sense of humility and quiet power. True Virgo power is not about domination, but being true to oneself. So this completes the video on Virgo's best qualities. The next video will be on their not so great qualities, with a touch of advice on how to tackle them head on. Thanks for watching. Let's talk about Virgo's not so savory side. In this series on the middle signs, Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio, we're diving deep. Virgo's motto, I scrutinize. With an eye for perfection, Virgos can easily go overboard with their critiques of others and themselves to a point of downright annoyance. These anal pretentious nitpickers can go all in once they get started without any regard of the feelings that they may invoke in others. Then they'll have a nerve to call a person too emotional after verbally assaulting them. They're the type of people who can really get into their heads and let nasty, intrusive thoughts overtake them. These neat freaks will pull apart their rooms, cabinets, and closets weekly, only to get overwhelmed when there's no perfect place for everything they've pulled out. Their labels have labels, and their mirrors are plastered with sticky notes, affirmations, to-dos, to-don'ts. Lost in thought, they can go cold, logic over heart, burying their emotions under goals and routines. And don't get me started on their routines. Virgos are known to meal prep, eating the same foods daily, clinging to the same patterns. But when life shifts, as it always does, it'll send Virgo down a path of anxiety and worry. When thrown off, Virgos can be mean and moody. Virgos are fiercely competitive, often acting more talented or cultured than they actually are, and that lack of authenticity often costs them. Virgos craving purity and consistency. When in love and starting a family, they often commit quickly and deeply. These fertile bunnies will reproduce with rapid pace, often stuck on one douchebag whom they should have discarded long ago. Virgo, wanting to be seen in the best light, often stays with a deadbeat partner just for appearances and can't fathom the idea of having multiple baby daddies. Miserable and disconnected from their feelings, Virgo spins fantasies of perfection to anyone who listens, tapping into their Mercury influence as a chatterbox, weaving tales of woe and mystique. They can get caught up in religious dogma, going to church every other day, only to become the mean, judgmental auntie, looking at what everyone else is doing. Meanwhile, they're doing barely any inner work on themselves. These crafty Virgos maintain a polished image, shiny shoes, styled hair, and bright white teeth, earning respect and trust. But beneath the surface, they're like snake oil salesmen, peddling empty promises of healing with nothing more than a bottle of cooking oil. A word of wisdom for Virgo: loosen your grip. Perfection is not peace, and control isn't connection. Remember, people grow more from grace than critique.